Many women are told that after a certain age, a simple t-shirt is too casual or worse. Unflattering. But here's the truth. Most people won't say out loud. It's not the t-shirt that ages a woman. It's the way it's styled. In fact, some of the most elegant women over 60 rely on t-shirts more than dresses, because when styled correctly, they signal confidence, modernity, and quiet wealth. Today, I'm going to show you 7 intelligent styling adjustments, not trends, not gimmicks, that can make an ordinary t-shirt look 10 times more expensive on a mature woman. And if you stay until the end, you'll understand why women who dress well after 60 don't own more clothes. They simply make smarter style decisions. This isn't about looking younger. It's about looking refined, intentional, and unmistakably elegant at any age. If that sounds like the kind of style you believe in, let's begin. If there is one styling decision that separates a cheap-looking t-shirt from an expensive-looking one, it's not the brand name, it's the fabric. Many women are taught often by advertising that a visible logo equals quality. But in reality, the most elegant women rarely wear logos at all. Logos draw attention to the chest area. They visually flatten the body. They compete with the face, which should always remain the focal point after 60. Luxury after a certain age is about subtlety. It whispers. It never shouts. After 60, elegance is not announced by a name across your chest. It's recognized by how the fabric moves when you walk. As our bodies mature, our relationship with clothing changes. Skin becomes softer, lines become more natural, and thin, flimsy fabrics stop forgiving. Cheap cotton clings to areas women prefer softly draped. Thin fabric highlights undergarments and texture. Poor quality tees lose shape after a few washes. A low-quality t-shirt doesn't just look inexpensive, it behaves inexpensively. An expensive-looking t-shirt has 3 essential qualities: weight, softness, and structure. 1. Fabric. Mid-weight fabric is your best friend after 60. Too thin equals clings and wrinkles. Too thick equals stiff and boxy. Mid-weight equals smooth drape plus gentle structure. When fabric has weight, it falls downward, not outward. That alone creates a slimmer, more elegant silhouette. 2. Softness without shine. True luxury fabric feels soft, but it doesn't shine. Matte finishes look refined. Shiny fabric emphasizes texture and movement in unwanted ways. Soft but matte equals sophistication. Try fabric blends like Pima cotton, cotton modal, cotton with a touch of elastane. Silk cotton blends for dressier looks. 3. Shape memory and drape. An expensive t-shirt returns to its shape. High-quality fabric doesn't twist at the seams. It doesn't stretch permanently at the neckline. It hangs evenly on both sides. These small details are often invisible up close, but they're instantly noticeable from across a room. Fabric quality becomes even more important in neutral colors. Black, white, beige, navy, gray reveal quality immediately. Poor fabric looks dull or worn quickly. Good fabric looks fresh, smooth, and intentional. That's why women who dress well after 60 often wear fewer colors, but better fabrics. You don't need more t-shirts. You need better t-shirts. One beautifully made, well-chosen t-shirt can elevate 10 outfits, while 5 average ones will always look average. After 60, luxury isn't about being noticed. It's about being remembered. Now that you understand why fabric is the foundation of an expensive look, let's move to the next detail that silently transforms a t-shirt: the neckline. If fabric is the foundation of an expensive-looking t-shirt, then the neckline is the architecture. It quietly shapes how the entire upper body is perceived. As we age, the face, neck, and chest naturally soften. This is normal. This is human. But the wrong neckline can exaggerate heaviness, while the right one can create lift, balance, and elegance. Necklines frame the face like a picture frame. They influence how long the neck appears. They affect posture, jawline definition, and visual openness. A neckline doesn't just sit on the body. It communicates intention. One of the most common mistakes women make after 50 or 60 is choosing necklines that are too tight or too high. Tight crew necks compress the upper chest. They visually shorten the neck. They pull attention downward instead of upward toward the face. This doesn't mean crew necks are bad. It means they must be chosen intelligently. 1. The softened crew neck. A slightly widened crew neck is one of the most elegant choices a woman over 60 can make. Sits just below the collarbone. Opens the chest without revealing. Balances modesty and refinement. This neckline feels modern but never youthful in a forced way. 2. The gentle V-neck. A V-neck does not need to be deep to be effective. Even a shallow V creates vertical lines. Vertical lines visually lengthen the torso, helps draw the eye upward to the face. The key is restraint. A modest V-neck whispers elegance. It doesn't announce it. 3. The soft scoop neck. A scoop neck can be beautiful, but only when it's controlled. Avoid wide, drooping scoops. Look for structured scoops that hold their shape. Ideal for layering under blazers or cardigans. Structure is what separates elegance from casual. Some necklines don't fail because of age, but because of proportion. Tight, ribbed high necks emphasize fullness. Boat necks can widen shoulders if fabric is thin. Oversized cutout or asymmetrical necklines distract from the face. After 60, distraction rarely equals sophistication. Necklines and jewelry should collaborate, not compete. Open necklines pair best with minimal jewelry. High necklines require either no necklace or a longer vertical chain. The goal is balance, not decoration. The more refined the neckline, the less you need to add. An elegant neckline doesn't reveal more skin. It reveals more intention. Now that you understand how fabric and neckline work together to lift and polish, let's move to the next adjustment. How you wear the t-shirt on your body. Because a small styling shift can completely change how refined a t-shirt appears. The French tuck has been misunderstood, especially when it comes to mature women. It's often presented as a trend, but in reality, it's a styling technique. And when refined correctly, it can be incredibly elegant after 60. Many women stop tucking in their tops, not because they dislike the look, but because it no longer feels comfortable or flattering. Full tucks emphasize the midsection. They feel restrictive when sitting or moving. They draw attention to areas many women prefer to soften. And when something feels forced, it never looks elegant. The purpose of the French tuck is not to show the waist. It's to suggest structure. It breaks the long vertical line of an untucked top. It creates a subtle visual anchor at the waistline. It allows the fabric to fall naturally instead of clinging. Done correctly, the French tuck doesn't expose the body. It frames it. After 60, the French tuck must be intentional and restrained. Tuck only a small center section at the front. Leave the sides loose and fluid. Avoid pulling the fabric tight. Soft drape is key. The tuck should look almost accidental, never precise. If it looks styled, it's gone too far. Not every t-shirt is meant to be tucked. Stiff fabrics create bulk. Thin fabrics cling and reveal too much. Mid-weight, fluid fabric works best. The fabric should fall away from the body, not fight it. There are moments when the French tuck should be skipped entirely. Examples: with very short torsos, with high-volume bottoms, with boxy or cropped t-shirts. Elegance is knowing when not to apply a rule. The refined French tuck creates ease. It suggests confidence without control. You're not hiding your body, and you're not exposing it either. You're simply letting the outfit breathe. After 60, style should feel cooperative, not corrective. The French tuck works best when the bottom half of the outfit provides structure. Tailored trousers, midi skirts with clean waistlines, structured denim with stretch. When the bottom is refined, the top can relax. Now that we've softened the structure of the t-shirt itself, it's time to look at what you pair it with. Because no t-shirt looks expensive unless it's grounded by the right bottoms. A t-shirt never looks expensive on its own. It borrows its elegance from what you wear below it. When women say a t-shirt looks too casual, what they're often reacting to is not the top, but the bottom. T-shirts are inherently relaxed. Without structure below, the entire outfit reads unfinished. Elegance comes from balance, not effort. After 60, structure is what quietly elevates an outfit. 1. Tailored trousers. Nothing elevates a t-shirt faster than a well-cut trouser. Clean waistlines create definition. Pressed seams add vertical lines. Mid-rise or high-rise offers comfort without compression. This pairing says, I'm relaxed but intentional. 2. Structured denim, not trend denim. Denim after 60 must earn its place. Avoid overly distressed, thin, or low-rise styles. Look for darker washes, straight or gentle wide-leg cuts. Stretch should support, not sag. Good denim doesn't try to be youthful. It tries to be dependable. 3. Midi skirts with weight and flow. A t-shirt with a refined midi skirt is one of the most elegant combinations available to mature women. Fabric weight prevents clinging. Movement creates grace. Waistlines should sit naturally, not tightly. This pairing softens the body without hiding it. Some bottoms undo all the effort you put into choosing the right t-shirt. Thin jersey pants lack authority. Overly elastic waists read loungewear. Excessive pleats or gathers add bulk. Comfort should never look careless. Expensive outfits are not about individual pieces. They're about proportion. Relaxed top plus structured bottom equals balance. Volume should live in one place only. Clean lines below allow softness above. Let the bottom hold the outfit steady, so the top can feel effortless. When your bottoms are elevated, something subtle happens. You move differently. You stand more grounded. And that grounded presence is what people read as confidence. Now that your t-shirt is grounded by refined bottoms, there's one final step that transforms the entire look, the third piece. Because elegance is rarely about adding more, it's about adding one right thing. A t-shirt and bottoms form an outfit, but a third piece gives it authority. When women say an outfit feels unfinished, what they're sensing is a lack of structure. A t-shirt alone reads casual by nature. Even elevated bottoms need balance above. The third piece completes the visual conversation. A third piece creates vertical lines, frames the torso, and adds visual weight where the eye naturally rests. Improves posture visually. Adds intentionality. Signals maturity and confidence. Elegance begins where an outfit stops feeling accidental. 1. The soft, structured blazer. A blazer is the fastest way to elevate a t-shirt. Soft shoulders are key. Avoid stiff padding. Clean lapels draw the eye upward. Mid-hip to slightly longer lengths work best. This combination says, I'm relaxed, but I'm not casual. 2. The refined cardigan. A cardigan can be elegant or it can age an outfit instantly. Avoid clingy knits and short lengths. Look for smooth textures. Clean lines. Wear open to create vertical flow. An open cardigan acts like a frame. It never competes with the face. 3. The modern vest. A well-cut vest is one of the most overlooked pieces for women over 60. Creates structure without sleeves. Ideal for warmer climates. Adds authority without heaviness. It's subtle, intelligent, and deeply sophisticated. Not every layer adds polish. Busy patterns distract. Oversized shapes overwhelm. Ultra-trendy cuts date quickly. After 60, timeless always outperforms trendy. When you add a third piece, you don't just look more put together. You feel more composed. Shoulders feel supported. Movement feels deliberate. Presence feels grounded. Authority and style doesn't come from dominance. It comes from calm certainty. The third piece should be the most structured item in your outfit. Let the t-shirt remain soft. Let the bottoms ground the look. Let the third piece lead. One intentional layer can do the work of 5 accessories. Now that your outfit has structure and authority, it's time to refine the final detail that separates expensive from ordinary color strategy. One of the biggest myths in fashion is that looking vibrant after 60 requires wearing brighter colors. In reality, elegance comes from color intelligence, not volume. Bright colors draw attention, but they also demand energy. High saturation colors reflect light harshly. They compete with facial features. They emphasize contrast instead of harmony. After 60, the goal is not to compete with your clothing, it's to let your presence lead. Expensive-looking outfits rely on colors that are layered and nuanced, not loud. Complex colors contain multiple undertones. They soften the face instead of overwhelming it. They age gracefully over time. Examples include soft ivory instead of stark white, muted navy instead of bright blue, warm taupe instead of beige, olive instead of emerald. These colors don't shout for attention. They invite closer appreciation. The most important color decision you make is what sits closest to your face. T-shirts frame the face directly. The wrong color drains warmth. The right color reflects softness upward. This is why women who dress elegantly after 60 appear more rested, even in simple outfits. Neutrals are not boring. They are strategic. Neutrals allow fabric and fit to shine. They create calm visual flow. They make outfits feel cohesive. Luxury brands rely on neutrals because they age with dignity. High contrast creates drama. Low contrast creates elegance. Soft contrast between top and bottom is more refined. Avoid harsh black and white pairings, unless fabric is exceptional. Use tonal dressing for elongation. Color doesn't need to disappear. It needs to be placed carefully. Use color in scarves, belts, or shoes. Keep t-shirts neutral and refined. Let color accent not dominate. One intentional color note is more powerful than an entire bright outfit. As we mature, style becomes less about standing out and more about standing secure. Color strategy reflects wisdom. It says you know what works, and you no longer need approval. Now that we've refined fabric, neckline, structure, layers, and color, there's just one final detail that completes the expensive t-shirt look: the finish. Accessories don't make an outfit expensive. Decisions do. When the clothing is simple as a t-shirt should be, accessories become the final signal of intention. Accessories guide where the eye rests. They anchor proportion. They communicate maturity and confidence. After 60, accessories should never decorate the outfit. They should complete it. The most common mistake women make is adding too much. Multiple statement pieces create visual noise. Busy accessories compete with the face. Over-accessorizing reads uncertainty, not style. Elegance requires editing. 1. The structured belt. A good belt does more than hold trousers in place. It defines intention. Medium-width belts work best. Smooth leather over embellishment. Neutral colors for versatility. The belt tells the outfit where to begin and where to stop. 2. Jewelry. Jewelry should underline the look, not headline it. One focal piece at a time. Clean metals or refined pearls. Avoid overly trendy shapes. When jewelry is chosen well, it feels inevitable. 3. Shoes. That ground the outfit. Shoes are the foundation of elegance. Clean, structured styles elevate a t-shirt instantly. Avoid overly casual footwear with refined outfits. Comfort and polish can coexist. People may not study your shoes, but they always notice the confidence they give you. A bag should support your presence, not compete with it. Structured shapes read refined. Soft neutrals outperform bold colors. Size should match the scale of your body. The best bags are noticed for their quality, not their logo. Before leaving the house, remove one accessory. Editing sharpens elegance. Less creates clarity. Simplicity highlights confidence. The most expensive accessory a woman can wear is restraint. What makes a t-shirt look expensive after 60 isn't youth, trends, or excess. It's intention. When the fabric is refined, the neckline is chosen with care, the structure is balanced, and the details are edited, even the simplest piece becomes elegant. Style doesn't disappear with age, it clarifies. And the women who dress best after 60 aren't trying to look younger. They're choosing to look assured, composed, and at ease in their own presence. If today's video helped you see your wardrobe differently, take a moment to like this video. It helps more women find calm, intelligent style guidance. Subscribe for thoughtful fashion, confidence, and elegance after 60. And in the comments, tell me which one of these styling hacks changed the way you think about t-shirts. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, dress with intention.